Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you know, I'm making these videos to give you all the tools you need to be best stewards of your own healthcare. And that means learning how to take care of yourself, whether it's with your conventionally trained doctor or actually what I recommend, which is learning how to go off and use some of the resources that are available to approach your health naturally. Now, I think there's a time and a place for conventional medicine, and don't get me wrong. I mean, if I get stabbed by a thug, I want general anesthesia, a strong antibiotic, and a surgeon with steady hands. But for so much of medicine, we seem to be getting lost in this wait till there's a symptom and then treat it with a drug mentality, and that's not doing us overall any good as a society. I mean, I think that the U.S. medical system can hardly raise a flag in celebration when 40% of the population is clinically obese and another 15 to 20% is on antidepressant medications. We need to begin to start thinking differently about what constitutes health, what constitutes disease, and what steps we as individuals can make to begin to get better. So let me talk to you about some of the criticisms I have about mainstream medicine. I mean, I've got a bunch, don't get me wrong. But I think one of the biggest problems that you need to be sure that your doctor is doing is taking the time to learn about you and not just relying on what's there in the electronic medical records. I mean, I think so much of medicine these days borders on fraud because you come into your doctor's office, you've got 6 minutes scheduled. They run you through a single problem, and we all know that to really understand the human body, we need to be thinking about this more expansively. But then they bring up your old medical record that has all of your old diagnoses, your medications, your family history, and you know what happens? They don't stop to update it. So the problem is that your physician is more than likely making an assessment of your health based on some information that was populated into a computer 5 or 10 years ago. This is not adequate for developing a path to health. The next thing that I want you to take care of at your doctor's office is whether the doctor never touches you. I mean, sadly, there's an important component of medicine, which is to first get a little bit of history about the individual, to learn about yourself, and then to make some measurements to see what needs to be addressed. If you've seen your doctor a number of times and he or she has never laid a hand on you, never listened to your lungs, never felt the character and quality of your skin, and never even took your pulse, I'd recommend that you begin to look for another provider. And the last thing that you need to ask of your doctor is to take some time to answer your questions. It's not widely known, but the word doctor comes from the Latin doctare that means to teach. So ideally, you're engaging in a dialogue, a repertoire with your physician that gives you an opportunity to share some of your thoughts, some of your feelings, and some of your needs. If your doctor doesn't take the time at the end of the visit to say, do you have any more questions, or have I answered your questions, or do you have any further concerns, you need to be thinking about finding a new doctor. Or better yet, become your own doctor, and that's really the purpose of this YouTube channel. I believe that each of you watching this video can learn to become best stewards of your own healthcare. Over time, I'm going to show you all the tips and tricks, techniques, tools that I've used in my decade plus of treating patients functionally, and you'll be able to incorporate these into your lifestyle. Be a better steward of your own health. Of course, comment on these videos, like, subscribe. I'll be sure to respond to all of your comments myself, and I will see you in an upcoming video. Be well.